So I thought I would do my um hey Desi Six. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I thought I would just get on here. I needed to do my hair anyway. And I looked at Gracie's ASMR. I think it's either Gracie K. I can't remember the name of her channel. But she did a video like this earlier. And I thought, you know what? I need to do my hair too. She reminded me that I needed to do my hair because I had. Can you hear me okay? I hope you can. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you were able to break away just for a little bit and say hello. So, I have my. Hey, Dakota, how are you doing? Thank you. You too. Yeah. Can't remember the name of her channel. I think it's Gracie K. Thank you. You too. So I thought I would just do. A video. Thank you, Dakota. If you haven't followed Dakota, please follow Dakota ASMR. He does videos with his whole family, and they are awesome. But I thought I would get on here. I didn't think that you like the person makeup rummaging. Yeah, I thought I would do just a regular voice video today. Not a regular, but like half and half, like whispering and like low voice. But Gracie K did this video earlier, and I took a shower earlier, and I put my hair up in a little. I say chongo, but it's not a chongo. It's but I say it in Spanish. Scrunchie, and I decided to hot iron my hair or whatever, flat iron it. But I couldn't find my protector. Yes. Hello, 73 Funkfest. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing good today. I didn't know who would be on today because it's Easter Sunday, and I didn't know who would be on, but I just thought I was going to do this anyway to flat iron my hair for tomorrow for work. And I thought, why not do it live? I was going to do a video, but decided not to. Yes, whispering can be very tiresome sometimes. Sometimes I just want to talk low or whisper, soft spoken. See, my hair does not grow very, very fast. We're working. Yeah, I have to work tomorrow and the rest of the week. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I take that back. I'm really grateful I have a job. I try to look on the bright side of stuff because sometimes I'm so negative about like working. It's just people just can make you like so frustrated. And I'm talking about the people I work with. They frustrate me. They do things that irritate me. I catch you live. It's it for me thinking we never collaborated. We gotta smash one of. I know. I'm so sorry. Today I've just been so tired. I've been sleeping like most of the day. I've just been really tired. I was supposed to go to my early morning worship and I did not because I didn't feel good today. I just didn't feel good. We went to a barbecue last night with my husband's cousin having. There was like 150 people at that place that they live at, from a congregation out there where they live, and I was just so tired. I went by myself. My husband went with his own truck, and I went alone because I had to take my friend to work and pick her up later. But yes, we will do a collab. I promise you. it's just, I was going to put some makeup on too, but. Hi, Erica Hodgson at ASMR. How are you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope y'all don't mind me soft spoken because I just don't feel like whispering so much. Well, Gracie K did a video like this earlier where she was softly speaking, and I thought I'm gonna do one like that too. I'm just gonna soft speak today. Just a soft speaking voice. And just do my hair. Do my hair. Not much going on right now. We just came back from dinner. I wasn't really that hungry. Well, I wanted to go to this certain Chinese restaurant that we usually go to, but it was closed because of Easter. So we ended up going to a buffet, and I don't like buffets, guys. I do not like buffets. Hello, Ariana Adeline. I don't like buffets. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Thank you. I went to a buffet, and I only ate one time. I don't like buffets. They make me sick going to them. But it was the only place that was open. I would have rather gone to Chili's. At least you could get salmon there. It's just that people pile their plates too much with food, and it makes me sick. Like watching them walk to the table and eat. Like, I'm not judging them, but at the same time, I'm just like, ugh, it makes me sick. To see that. And so, I know I'm a big girl, but I really don't like to eat at buffets. But it was the only place that seemed to be open around my area. So I was just like, Jeremy, I said, the place that we were wanting to eat at is closed because of the Easter. I said, so do you want to go to a buffet, I guess? And he was like, yeah, but I only ate one time. I didn't get up and get anything else. I wasn't very hungry. The only thing I did do bad though, because I got fish, the only thing I did do bad was I got a Coke. Shouldn't have got a Coke. That's another reason why I don't like going to those places, because they're tempting. I don't celebrate Easter. No, I don't. Celebrate Easter. But I don't judge anybody that does. Let's see here. Yuck. My hair is so thick, guys. It's super thick. See? It was so long, but I had to cut it because I get Chinese food on Easter too. Well, it's the only places that are open. I wanted to go to the grocery store and get something to eat. I wanted to get some chicken because we ran out of frozen chicken, but the grocery store is closed. So maybe I should go slower. Maybe that's what it is, because I can feel it still very, very, let me see. There. Looks a little better. I just didn't want to put my hair up, and tomorrow my hair be really bad for work. guys. My hair. See, I have to dye it. I gotta dye it. I was gonna put this on, but this thing right here. But I have to wash my face, and I didn't feel like doing it. So I'm gonna do my face now. I'm gonna put some I don't like that sound. I'm gonna put some makeup on. So for all those that are there, thank you for coming by to say hello. I thought I would just do this video because I was gonna do another video in a little bit. I was gonna start working on videos. And I took a shower, so I'm like clean. But I fell asleep because I didn't feel good. And let's see. I had fallen asleep. And now I'm just going to do my makeup. I fell asleep with my hair in a scrunchie. And when I woke up, it looked terrible. Like my hair looked really bad. So I decided to do my hair. But I need to do my makeup too. I'm putting grapeseed oil on kittens. I'll put some grapeseed oil on, and then I'm also going to put some toner on. Put some toner. Maybe I should do some chewing gum, huh? I should chew some gum while I'm doing it. I have this Hubba Bubba blue. I'll take my makeup off later. I was gonna do a video with myself putting makeup on. I redid my when I go to sleep with makeup on and I wake up, it looks like I just did my makeup. But I don't really like going to bed with makeup on. So I wash my face every night. I have to be really, really sleepy. Hello, Baba Wand. How are you doing? So I'm talking like a nice whisper voice, but like a low whisper. Like whispering and like soft talking. So I'm gonna put some BB cream on. I hope everybody's doing well though. This is actually, I like BB cream a lot because I have like some red spots. I don't know why. Like that's red. But the BB cream kind of covers everything. BB cream costs about, this cost about, you like the gum chewing? This cost about $7 or $8. But I was gonna do a video and just do a video doing my hair and doing my makeup, but I decided to go live. I don't know why. I just thought it would be something to do and keep y'all guys company if you want a company. So, see? Let's see. I bought this the other day. This Milani. It's pretty good. I like it. I think it covers pretty well. It looks like. Let's put some on. I think it does really good. Because see, already, like, my face was looking red. But the BB cream, like, smoothed it out. Let me see. Move my mirror. I have a mirror in front of me, kids. I've just been asleep today because I've been not feeling well. I don't know. It's like, see, that looks pretty good. I was feeling really tired earlier, and I just didn't want to do much today, so I slept. And now I'm just putting my makeup on for a video that I'm gonna make in a minute. A kitten gave me this. So right now I have a bunch of like foundations. I have a bunch of foundations now. These are brand new. I just bought these. I don't know which one to use. These are all new. I'm like that. If I buy like one, I like to test out others to see which one I like better. So let me just move this. I'm gonna put some eyeshadow on. Trying to get the primer out. There we go. Some primer. Primer. Eyeshadow primer. If y'all can hear anything upstairs, it's because my neighbor's little boy lives right up there. What the blue thing is next to my name? Do you know what the blue thing is next to my name? A wrench? It means you're a moderator. I made you my moderator. That means that if somebody were to come in and start disrupting the lie, I've given you authority to be able to boot them out. Everyone that has the blue wrench next to them and their name is blue means that they're able to, they have authority to monitor my live stream. I've never had anybody say anything ugly though. I think one time somebody came on and was like, said something mean, and that was it. And that was like a year ago. You're welcome. Let's see. This is like a brow thing. So I hope everybody's having a good night. I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick. I don't know how to do my eyebrows, kids. I just do them. Do I have any plans? Work. That's what I have planned. I work Monday through Friday. Friday I get half a day off though. But I work Monday through Friday. And that's what I'll be doing. Work. I wish I didn't have to work. I didn't used to. For 7 years I didn't work. That drove me crazy. But I was sick. I was sickly. So it wasn't until recently that I decided to go back to work. Do you not have a bank holiday Monday? Nope. Is that like a Canadian? That's Canadian. No, I live in United States, and we don't have any kind of like. We don't have like Boxing Day or any kind of like other kinds of holidays that most of them, like the rest of the world does. So that's that. In England, I wish I had bank holiday Monday. That sounds like you get it off. If you get it off, I wish I had it. Talking in England, we have Friday off and Monday and Tuesday. Oh my God. But that's way in England. I'm in little country Pflugerville, Austin, Texas, USA. Hey Sabrina, look, I got this brushes. I'm doing like a soft spoken whisper. This is a real low key, kind of no frills ASMR. I'm just doing my hair and doing my makeup because I was gonna do a video with your Avon books that you sent me, and I was just showing the palette. I saw this palette on Sabrina's World. Hey, oh, thank you. You had to work. Oh man, I'm telling you, work sucks. Wish we didn't have to work. Work takes the joy out of life. I have friends. I have some friends that retired at like 30. They retired from like regular work at 30 years old because they go to she does commercials, like online commercials, like YouTube videos and stuff, and she does these commercials, and they live in Ecuador. Like they moved from the States and live in Ecuador, and they don't really like the cost of living out there is for nothing. You know what I mean? They've lived in Japan, they've lived in Ecuador, Now they live in Turkey, Antalya or whatever, Turkey. Like, what? They go all over the place. I'm like, must be nice. They told us to do that though. They were like, just stop working, move to Ecuador, and just find a little place, make the commercials like I do. My friend was telling us, and she said, and then you can like live anywhere you want to in the world, and the cost of living is cheaper, and you can just make these commercials, and they'll pay you like enough for you to live off of. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. First of all, me in a commercial? I don't think so. She's a really pretty girl. I'm like, nah. I'm not that I'm not pretty, but I mean, I'm overweight. I'm just like, nah. I don't have the confidence to do that. I had to work today. Oh my God. Sabrina, you had to work today on Sunday? Why'd you have to work today? That's crazy. You shouldn't have to work today. Everybody's off today except for like McDonald's. Are you still working at the grocery store? Doing desserts, like not desserts, but like baking and stuff? Like the delicatessens and how do you say it? Pastries. I don't think people should work when they have a holiday and they force a holiday. I don't think they should work. They should have to work on a holiday. That's what I think. Okay, so I have like green on and like blue. So I'm gonna put some blue here. Desserts. Well, I remember that Sabrina worked in a bakery. Well, people have to eat, so if I don't work, people go hungry. Oh, that's true, Kevin, because you're a trucker, so you have to go and deliver stuff. You have to deliver that food. What's my favorite color? Probably purple, maybe, or blue. I also like green, though. I like green color, too. Yep, I am. I'm the only cake decorator they have for the weekend. The other one works during the week only. Yeah, but do you have to work all day long? Have you seen The Glory on Netflix? I've never heard of that. We have Netflix, but I've never heard of that one. The Glory. It's a kid. Oh, it's a Korean drama. What gum? It's blue hubba bubba. It's cotton candy. No, it's bubble yum. Did you have to work all day? Sabrina? I had forgotten, Sabrina. I had something else for you. I was like going through my car and I was like, oh, I forgot. I normally work 9 to 6. If I want a weekend off, I have to request it off. So do I. Well, I don't work the weekends, but if I want something to be off, I have to request it. Like everybody. But You know what I was watching earlier? I was watching Lord of the Rings. I'm entering them. I was watching Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, I think it's called. Twin Towers. Two Towers. Mentos gum. Me too. I work 6 days a week. It's tiring. That's so sad. I hate working. You know what makes me annoyed is I love people, but I also hate people's attitudes. So when I go to work, people have such an untitled attitude. They'll actually tell me, I know the doctor, so I'm like, I want to get in sooner than other people. So I know the doctor personally. I'm like, no. People have a real entitlement issue, and I it makes me so mad every day. Hi, Hardin. How are you doing? I've been there before. You like the eyeshadows? Me too. I see attitude every day out there, not only other drivers, but at stores too. It's just like people have such an attitude problem. And I see it. I see it at the store, my job. I've had people like tell me that they need to be seen because they know the doctors, and I'm just like, just because you know the doctor doesn't mean I'm going to give you special, entitlements. It's just weird. People are weird. I wish we could all just get along. Me too. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of what else to put on my eyes. Let me see. It's right here. It's like a peach color right here. I don't know how to do my eyes, guys. Like, I don't know how to do eyeshadows and stuff like that. I have no idea. I'm putting stuff on, having no clue as to what to do. You know who's really good at doing eyeshadow is Sabrina from Sabrina's World. Oh, please follow Sabrina. If you haven't followed Sabrina, you are missing out. She's really good at ASMR, and she has the best ASMR channel in the world. Everyone knows the doctor. They do. They say they all know the doctor, and I'm just like, sure. I've heard that line before. Ugh, tomorrow is a double doctor day, and it's Monday. And I still am working the checkout. I'm not supposed to work the checkout as long as I have been. I'm supposed to be up in the front doing check-in. But because they hired a new girl and they're training her, I have to do the checkout. And I'm just like, when am I going to ever go back to the check-in? Just randomly putting it on can result in a cool-looking thing. I was going to do a video tonight, but then saw you were live and was like, I would think I will watch Kitty. Aw. I've been gathering some plastic sounds for Kevin's trucking ASMR. I was trying to think, what kind of plastics do you like? Like, I was thinking like this plastic right here. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Hardin. I've known Hardin's forever. Like, Hardin's James, I remember like 2017, I was following Hardin's James. Didn't I meet you on Wacky's live? Wacky, oh God, what is the name of that? He's something wacky. Green Bay Wacky. I got on there one time just to see what it was. Yeah, Green Bay Wacky. I got on there a long time ago, like when I first started this channel. And a bunch of people were like, subbed or something like that. They were like, got you. And I was just like, got me what? What'd you get? And I realized they were subscribing to me. And I was like, oh. And when I went back to my channel, I only had like 10 subscribers. When I came back, like I had like 50 subscribers. So I was like, yes. It was like, it was so like, what is the word? Like, addicted to go on that channel and like get more subscribers like that. But then as soon as they like got on my channel, they like left. Like the moment that I subscribed to them, they left me. So I decided, you know what, this is not the way to get subscribers. So I stopped. I also would go to Jam House and listen to music on their channel, but I don't think they're the same anymore. You ever heard of Jam House? Jam House Lives. I would go and listen to the music there and just like chat with people. But I haven't done that in a really long time. But I like all types of medium plastics and paper sheet cover. I like typing and paper sounds. Okay, because I was going to make a video for you, but I was trying to figure out what to do. I'm glad you came on here to tell me because I was getting some plastics. So I haven't been there in like 5 years or 3. I still follow Wacky. I don't really watch his stuff. I see him occasionally. But I put on a video of some hummingbird babies. Aww. Hummingbird babies. Hummingbird babies? Those things gotta be like this little. Hummingbird, because hummingbirds like that big. Those hummingbird babies are probably like that small. I'll have to go look at it. Oh, Kevin, I did see your video of you driving. I did see it. It was really relaxing. I don't know why I thought that you had just put up a video of like you driving around, but it was like ASMR. Oh yeah, they're real tiny. I need to do my hair. Yeah, I was gonna flip through some Avon books because like Sabrina. Oh, is Sabrina still on here? I have something else for you. If you're still on here, but if you're not, that's okay because maybe you shouldn't know. I had something else for you. I had forgotten. And I was like going through my card and I was like, oh, there it is. I forgot to send her something. Oh yeah, I have something else for you. I was like, I knew that box was needing something else. I just couldn't remember what it was until I went to my car and I was like, oh, because I had put what I was going to give you in my vehicle to take to the post office to send it, but I had forgotten about that. I was just like, I remember staring at your box before I sent it out and being like, I know I'm forgetting something, but I was like, oh no, I guess this is it. And then I went in my car the other day and I was like, oh my God, I forgot. Your stuff was supposed to contain something else, 2 more things. So, yeah. So I'll be sending you that. Probably on Wednesday. Let me see. What day is? Great to see you. Like always, Grogu. He's over there. He was gonna make a appearance in the next video. Grogu's over there on my He's with my dolls. Today's the 9th. My revenue for YouTube was pretty good this month. I just saw my revenue and I was like, okay. I was surprised because, well, not really. I've been putting some more videos out and stuff and doing live streams, so that's probably why it was good. But if I could just maintain my revenue, I might could just like quit my job. No, just kidding. I wouldn't do that. You would go through your makeup. Nice, making some good money now. If you want any that I done, I plan on going through my makeup sometime soon. Ooh, if you do a makeup video, and you do have some like let's see, what am I thinking of here? If you have some eyeshadows that you don't want, throw them my way. That's what I was gonna do in a minute. I was gonna do an Avon video. I was just wanting to get on here and do this. Trying to be fun. If I get rid of any, would you want it? Yeah, send it to me. I'll feature it in a video. I'm telling you guys, I don't buy makeup because I really don't buy like stuff, makeups anymore like that much because y'all guys send me makeup. I just use what y'all send me all the time. I love makeup and I would buy it if I had the money. We used to live with my mom for a long time and we didn't pay we paid like just a little bit. Like we paid like the electricity bill. My mom was like, don't have to pay rent here. And I would help her out and stuff. So I had like a lot. We had like a lot of extra money. And that's what I would use to buy like makeups and stuff like that. But since we moved into an apartment, it's like, no, our apartment takes my makeup money. But with my money that I'm getting with my revenue that I'm getting from YouTube, I'm saving up to get a camera, another camera. Actually, my husband bought it for me, the camera, twice. But each time I sent it back because I was just like, ugh. I said, I just can't see spending this much money on this camera when my channel should do it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm just going to wait for my channel to buy the camera for me because I want my channel to earn it. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I was like, I want my channel to earn the money. I don't want to buy this. I want to earn it from the channel and use the channel money to buy the camera. If that makes sense. I made Cajun chicken Alfredo yesterday. It was so delicious. So you should have made a video making that chicken Alfredo, Cajun chicken Alfredo. Okay, take care. Great seeing you. Bye, Hardens. You take care, buddy. It's good to see you on here. Thank you for coming and spending time. He's a great friend. He's been following me a long time. I've been following him a long, long time. I need to go on him and look at his baby birds, hummingbirds. See, look at that. Doesn't that look better? My hair looks better. See, that's the kind of stuff I want to do too on my other channel. I want to make videos of me like cooking. And so yeah, I was gonna send Sabrina some more stuff. I do it in the crock pot and it was too loud. My wife and kids. Oh, it's okay. When I make videos, I have to remember that my husband's here. And I tell him, hey, just don't be too loud, but if you want to cough or if you want to talk or whatever, just go ahead. Because I don't want him to stop living just because I'm making videos. You know what I mean? Oh, I forgot this. See, look. I didn't know what to do. The crock pot. Do you have an Instant Pot? I have an Instant Pot. I think it turns into a crock pot too. I think you can convert it into a crock pot. Hey, hey, Kevin. Do you watch Man Behind the Camera? You'd love that guy. If you don't watch Man Behind the Camera, I don't know where you've been. You have to watch Man Behind the Camera. And Timothy Birmingham is his name. That's why I don't make it at home most times. No Instapot. Oh, because Instapot is a lot quieter, I think. Oh my God. You would love him. Oh my God. You would love him so much. So, okay. You have to find, okay, I'm going to send you a link to his channel. It's Man Behind the Camera, or it's Timothy Birmingham. And he's got a ton of channels, but he's just this quiet, like, older man that does ASMR out of his, like, home and stuff. Him and his son. And he cooks and eats. He does mukbang videos, but he does other ASMR stuff. But he is so good. And he's very humble. He's very nice. He lost his wife, like, in a very tragic way. Actually, he was filming a YouTube video. And he was like, he said, I forget his wife's name, but he was like, she's been asleep a long time. He said in the video, he's like, she's been asleep a long time, but I'm not going to wake her. Come to find out, like, he kept filming and stuff, but she was dead. She had fallen asleep and died in her sleep. While he was, like, during the time that he was filming, she was already deceased. It was so sad. But he's been filming for like 16 years or 13 years. He's been doing ASMR videos. He does ASMR videos. He's really good. I like him. Dakota follows him. I see Dakota ASMR on there a lot. And then like saying hello. And I've been following him, and he does let me show you. Man Behind the Camera. Let's see. His name is Timothy Birmingham, and he goes, well, hello, it's Timothy. You would like him. I know you would like his channel. Let me see. Man Behind the Camera. What is his channel? Man Behind the Camera. And then he makes videos of food. See? He cooks his food. And then this is his ASMR channel. This is his ASMR channel. And then his main channel, well, not main. He's not his main channel, but his channel that he shows you how he cooks the food is this channel right here. Timothy Birmingham. Okay. You can see it. I hate when it does that. There we go. Timothy Birmingham. I'll send you his look, this is him right here. That's him. I like watching his channel. And sometimes he cooks. He does like videos in his truck. He's just a nice guy. I think you should check out his channel. I think everybody should check out his channel. Also, if you like other like quiet ASMR, you should check out Sabrina from Sabrina's World channel. She's my favorite ASMRist in the whole entire world. I found her like 8 years ago, and I could not, like, with Sabrina, I listen to her and she makes me fall asleep. Like I'm asleep in like 10 minutes, I'm out. But it's just her like way. She's very, very gentle and very patient Like, she doesn't rush her videos. Does it? Oh, you like the makeup? So, like, I was gonna do a video with the Avon books. I did one. I did a video already with the Avon book, and I wrote in it. But I didn't like the video. I didn't like the way it turned out. But I like wrote in the book, so I feel a little bit like I need to change the book. But I really like this one. See, I had written in it because of my other video. I guess it's okay. I have another one, another book I could use that hasn't been written on. Oh, hey Aries, how are you doing? You think it would still work, even though I wrote in it? I'm having a good day. I'm having a better day. I was tired earlier. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do any videos tonight because I just felt so sleepy. I slept most of the day because I didn't feel good. I needed to go pick up my friend. I was going to take her with us to my congregation this morning for worship, but I didn't feel good. I felt sick. So I didn't do any of that. And I stayed home to sleep. And I woke up very briefly to take some Tums or like Pepto-Bismol and a Tylenol. And I slept some more, and then I woke up like around 5:30. I went to get dinner with my husband, but I didn't like what I ate. Don't you hate that, Kins? Don't you hate like going places? I feel better now. Thank you. Don't you hate it though? Like when you go to a place to eat and you spend money and then you leave and you don't feel good, like you feel sick. That's how I felt. I didn't like what I ate. It's like I wouldn't say it didn't satisfy me. It made me full. It made me like feel gross. I guess because I haven't eaten at a buffet in like ages, and that we went to go eat at the buffet and I did not feel good. I only ate one time. I only got up once and I just felt like sickened to my stomach. I don't like buffets, kittens. I feel like you get tempted to eat too much. And I drank a Dr. Pepper, which I shouldn't have drank because I haven't drank a Dr. Pepper in like a week and a half. And I drank a Dr. Pepper and I was feeling so much better before I ate like that and drank like that. Ugh. One time I went to a Chinese restaurant. We went to a buffet. This was years ago. And I got some rice, like fried rice on my plate. I sat down. It wasn't one that we frequented. It was one that we just happened to pass by on the road to a friend's house or from a friend's house. And I saw it and I was like, let's eat there. So we stopped. I got some rice and I noticed something moving in the rice. And I was like, what is that? So I took my fork and I picked at it and I looked at my fork and something was moving on my fork. And then I looked down at my plate and there were these little things moving. I don't know what they were. I think my husband told me what they were, but they were like, what did he call them? Weevils or maggots? Something like that. Something, those little bugs that get into the food, like into rice and stuff. And I went and told the person that owned, or I guess owned or not owned, but like the people that were there. I went and told them. I said, there's bugs in my rice, And he was like, "Oh no." Oh, he was like, "I'm so sorry." He was like, you know what I mean? Like he was like, "I'm sorry." He said that was it. He did not give us a break on the he did not we didn't eat anymore. But I was just like, "That's it? You're sorry and you're just gonna continue to feed that to people?" I was like, "That is nuts." That was so gross. Oh my god. That place no longer exists anymore. That was pretty sick. It was really gross, guys. They were moving like little maggots. I forget what my husband called them. They were little worms, like tiny little midget worms are in my food. You know what? One time I went to Denny's and they gave me uncooked fish. Like it was like rubbery in the middle and cold. And I told the waitress, I said, "Excuse me, ma'am." I said, "But my fish is not cooked all the way through." I said, and she goes, "People eat sushi all the time and sushi's not cooked through." She said, "You're not gonna die." Oh my god, I got so mad. My inner Karen came out, guys, because she told me like that. I said, "Well, I don't eat sushi." I said, "And also, if you did not know this," I said, "I don't think you know this." I said, "So I'm gonna give you a schooling on this." But they use sushi grade fish to cook. I said, like, or to feed raw. I said, "It's not regular fish." I said, "It's sushi grade." I was like, this lady's gonna tell me that it's okay to eat raw fish like this and get sick, and tell me that it's okay because people eat sushi. I don't think she understands what she's talking about. I think they were maggots. Yeah. Needless to say, I did call the management. I hate getting on people because I know everybody needs their jobs, but that lady made me so upset that I called the management. Ugh, grocery. Well, I do kind of like grocery store sushi. I've purchased it for videos before for ASMR videos. Thankfully, I haven't gotten sick yet from it, but if I'm gonna eat sushi, I'm gonna go to a place, you know. Sushi's high. Oh yeah, it is high in carbs because of the rice. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I don't think anything else. I don't think I never had a bug or anything else like in my food after that. Like I think my husband's uncle went to a Mexican restaurant one time for breakfast tacos, and he had a roach in his taco. He was like, "What's that crunchy feeling?" And he opened his taco, and there was a big old fat juicy cockroach in there. We never went back to that place to eat. Uh, Frozen broccoli. Bugs. I still like sushis. I cannot do my eyeshadow for nothing, guys. I tried to do it, but I don't think it looks that good. My hair looks better. Let me see if I can get back here. Ah, that's hot. Remember when Paris Hilton used to say that? She goes, "That's hot." And she tried to like what do they call that when you like patent that phrase, like "that's hot" phrase or whatever. So I just touched my hair and I was like, "Oh, that's hot." I just remember when she used to say that. And then like Donald Trump used to say, "You're fired," and he tried to patent that phrase too. And I was like, "Really? You're gonna try to patent or try to to make that your own saying, you're fired, and that's hot. That's so funny. Oh my goodness, my hair. What am I going to do with this hair? So that was done. I just remember that. Picture Paris Hilton going, that's hot. And then Donald Trump saying, you're fired. And then he was like, I'm going to make that, I'm going to patent that or whatever, make it his own like thing. I was like, what? The Ohio State University tried to patent the word "the." I think that's so dumb. I had a friend once. Oh my god. So like the expression, I'm going to reinvent myself. Have you ever heard of that expression? I'm going to reinvent myself. She told me that she was in Paris and that she had said that, and she said from there it spread like wildfire. I said, what? She goes, that expression. She said, I came up with that. I coined that expression. She said, to reinvent yourself. And I said, are you okay? I said, you did not coin that expression. What are you talking about? That is so weird. People are funny. Hi, Lilith Moon. Hi, Angie Thompson. I just remember like that same friend. I went to go somewhere and she was like, we were with another friend and she kept going, it's inedible. It's inedible. She goes, it's inedible. She was trying to say it's inevitable. And she kept saying it's inedible. And I went, like, is she gonna say that again? And then she said it again. It's inedible. It's inedible. And I was like, Susie, why do you keep saying that? I thought that was so funny. I didn't laugh, but later on I started laughing because I was like, she kept saying it's inedible, but she meant it's inevitable. She kept saying it's inedible. It's inedible. I thought that was funny. I have some funny friends. Later on, I told her, well, no, I didn't. Actually, I never said anything to her because I was just like, I'm not going to tell her nothing. I thought I did. I didn't tell her anything. I didn't. I was like, ay. My friends. I know, but she was like saying, we were talking about something to another friend and she kept saying, it's like she meant to say it's inevitable, like it's inevitable that it's going to happen, but she kept saying it's inedible, and at first I went like this and I said she meant to say it's inevitable, and I thought she won't say that again, but she said it again. She said it's inedible, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's saying inedible. Oh, I thought that was so funny. To this day I still laugh at that. I tell my husband, it's inedible. When we went with you can really hear your Texas accent. Love it. You can hear my Texas accent? Really? I never knew I even had an accent. We have a lady at my job, and she has a Louisiana accent. Is that how you say that? Louisiana accent? And I don't know, for some reason I don't like it. It sounds like she's whiny. And I like her, but I don't like her accent. I'm just being honest. Because whenever I'm around her, I'm like, hey, Nancy, how's it going? She's like, hey, Nikki, how's it going? And I'm like, I don't like that accent. And then like some other time, I'm like, hey, did you happen to see this one patient? She goes, I think she walked out the door. I don't know. She just has this really, really like whiny accent. And it just drives me crazy. Or she'll be like, I don't know. I think she walked right on by. And I'm just like, why do you have to sound like you're crying or whining? It drives me crazy. Every time I hear her talking, I'm just like, it's kind of like it irritates me, like with a great irritation that you cannot believe. And I like her. That's the weird thing. I'm just like, it's just her accent that drives me crazy. And I hear some people go, I love that accent. Where are you from? And I'm thinking, you like that? That whiny little accent? I do not like it. It's too whiny. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be making fun of Nancy. She's such a nice lady. What did the fish say when he hit a concrete wall? He said splat, right? I'm going to tell you something about hitting a concrete wall. Damn. I've always told myself that if ever I got kidnapped or like if ever somebody tried to stick me with a gun and say drive like that in my car and I was the one driving, I would like ram my car into a wall. And I've told somebody before that I gave a ride to, I put the fear of God in her. I told her, look, if you make any moves, I will give you a ride. Because she was like begging me for a ride. And I told her, I will give you a ride, but if you make any sudden moves, I will ram this car into a wall. I'm not afraid to do it. So that way you and me are not going nowhere. I said, I'm not going anywhere with you. Happened to my grandma once. She pretended she fainted and the guy ran away. Now I told her, I said, it's because she got familiar with me in the car and it scared me because I already was running late to pick up my mom and I had her vehicle. And I told her, she came up to me in my window at a gas station. And this is like a bad part of town where there's like pimps and what is it, prostitutes. And she came up to me and she said, I need a ride. And I said, I don't have any money. I want like that. And I didn't. I only had my card. And she goes, no, I want you. I'm going to pay you. And I go, now I wasn't giving her my attention because I was going to want her money. I was like, she begging me for a ride? And I looked at her and she was just like, please give me a ride. And I said, she goes, I just came from the doctor and I'm real loopy and I don't feel good. She said, and I feel like I'm going to faint. And she says, I just need a ride down the road. And I was just like, all right. I said, get in. And she got in the car. And before I started driving, I was texting my mom and telling her, Mom, I picked up some. I'm going to be a little late to pick you up. And my mom started calling me, and it was like a Christina Aguilera like ringtone. This was back when we had the ringtones. And she said, I like that song. Oh, I went crazy on her when she did that. I said, look, you don't know me. I don't know you. Don't get familiar with me. I said, I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't know you. I said, and you could be, pulling out a gun or have a pimp somewhere. I don't know you. I said, don't get familiar with me. Don't talk. Don't make any sudden moves. If you're in this vehicle and you want me to take you home, don't do that. I said, because I'm already on edge. I said, taking you because I don't know who you are. I don't know this area. This area scares me. I said, but just know, I said that if you make any sudden moves, I said, without just telling me where you live, I said, or if you make any sudden moves, I said, I will ram this car into the wall. She goes, I'm more afraid of you than you are of me right now. Oh no. Oh no, I said. Then when we got to her apartment, she tried to give me like $20 and I told her I don't need that money. I said I never wanted the money. I said, be careful. I said taking rides from people. I never, from that day forth, I never let anybody get in my car that I didn't know. Yeah, don't ever do it. Don't ever do that, Kevin. I was watching the ID channel one time, and there was this elderly couple, that pulled over to pick up a young lady, a young woman. She had a gun on her, and she killed those people. She killed those two, um, those elderly people, and they gave her a ride. They felt bad for her because she was alone. Have to be messed up to kill babies and elderly people. Anybody really, but I mean, it's kind of a person does things like that. A wicked person. Lilith Moon, how do you put your name like that? Yeah, I was gonna say how do you condense your name like that on the bin a big on the thing? Like when you make your channel. Snapped on ID channel. I used to watch that show all the time. The ID channel, Snapped. I like American Monster, and I like on my ID channel. I liked I like that show Evil. I mean, let's see, Most Evil. That used to be on a long time ago. Most Evil, and then these are just about like serial killers and stuff like that. But I don't watch a lot of those shows anymore because they mess with your mind sometimes. There are people that like me that can be very paranoid. Oh, you put an at before the username. Okay. I always wondered how you condense your name or to make it one line at Lilith Moon. Yeah, because I always wondered how they get one name into one line instead because I had to put ASMR Kitty on two lines when I make my channel. But I wanted to condense it and make it ASMR Kitty just one word. But some people just can do one word. I don't know how they do it, but they do. One of my good friends was a deputy sheriff. He picked up two guys that ran out of gas and brought them to the gas station and paid for their gas. They shot and killed him when he dropped them off. Let me see this again. One of my good friends was a deputy sheriff. Two guys that ran out of gas and brought them to the gas station. They shot and killed him when he dropped them off. Why? Why? To rob him? Why would they do that? How can you do that to somebody that does something so kind for you? How could you do that, period? You know, like I don't know how people can. Hi, Zens. Hi, Zens ASMR. Angie Thompson, I'm so sorry. That is absolutely horrible. I know that is just terrible. That was your good friend and a cop. That is terrible. Literally show a person that's not even trying to rob them. They just did it to do it. That makes me just sick to my stomach to think that there are people out there that just have they have such cruel hearts that they just want to see the world burn. They don't care about other people and they don't think like those people have families and kids and friends and mothers and fathers and uncles and their uncle and an aunt. They don't care about that. All they care about is their self-satisfaction right then and there, even if it means that they have a bloodlust where they want to just kill somebody for the heck of doing it. And it's really sad. Heavens, Lilith Moon, thank you for what did she say? ASMR. Ooh, it only shows highlighted for the person that's named. Your story is also that very, very sweet of you to help her, even though you were afraid, even letting her know you're about. Oh, it was just scary, girl. I was scared more than anything because I watched too many of those shows with my mom, those ID channel shows, and it scared me. And I didn't know, I didn't know her. I didn't realize that she just wanted a ride home. You know what I mean? Like, I was just letting her know, like you said, my boundaries. But I was terrified. That's why I was acting like that. I told her I was sorry. When I dropped her off, I told her, look, I said, I'm sorry I treated you like that. It's just that I'm just scared. Like, I'm scared. I'm scared to take you. I'm scared to pick up strangers. I said, and I want to put the fear of God in them so that way they don't make any sudden moves. Yeah, I'm also that type. I would have been afraid, but still torn because I would want to help. But you know what? I never picked up anybody after that anymore, ever again. I let, I leave, I mean, I, it's not worth it. It's just not worth picking up people. Like Kevin said, it's a scary world. And people, you just never know their motives. I must always think about, but you're a good person. Don't stop being good. No, I know. It's like, yeah, you're a good person, Bubbles. Like, you don't want to stop being good, but at the same time, you don't want to be dumb. You know what I mean? And put yourself, guys. One time, oh my God, I was in Utah with my parents. Okay, so we stopped in Utah to spend a night. I was 16. I probably told y'all this. I was like 16. I was 16 years old. And we had just gotten to a motel. And we were just spending a night. We were going up to Oregon. We were driving all the way up to Oregon, and we stopped at a motel in Utah. And while we were there, was it in Utah? I think it was in Utah. While we were there, I told my dad I needed a razor. I said, Dad, I need a razor. This is when he was still alive. And I told him, I need a razor, Dad. And he goes, not tonight. You don't need a razor tonight. But Dad, I said, I'm going to take a shower. I need a razor. I said, there's a store right across, right over there in that little shopping center that's open. It's a little convenience store. It's the only thing open. And he was like, you don't need to go over there. Well, my mom and my dad, they stepped out to go to our friends, the ones that we were driving up with. They went to their little motel room. They went to their room. And I snuck out. I said, you know what? I'm just going to run over there really quick and get a razor and come back. As I was walking, I did notice a truck go by, and I had to stop and wait for him to go by. But there was like nobody else. It was quiet. So I walked over there and got my razor, and then I want to walk back. I saw a truck pull up next to me on the other. There was two motels. I was on the other motel side, not mine. And he pulled up next to me. He got out of the truck and he came running. He was a white guy. I remember he was like a tall white guy. He came running. He goes, whoa. He goes, you are hard to find. And I just looked at him. I was dressed in like this kind of a shirt with a gray, what do you call it? Sweatpants on and tennis shoes. And I just looked at him because I'm only 16. I was looking at him and he goes, you are hard to catch up to. He said, anyway, he had his hand on my arm. And he said, anyway, he said, so, and he looked at me and then he stared at me because I was not talking. And he was like, he didn't even like finish his sentence. He just goes, oh my God. He goes, and he stopped touching me. He goes, you're not that way. And he went back to his truck, got in it and sped off like crazy. And I was so scared. He thought I was a prostitute. Isn't that weird? I went back to the motel and I went and I sat down on the bed. I remember sitting down on the bed and my mom and dad were not there yet. And I told my mom when my mom and dad got back to the motel, to our room, I told my mom, I said, Mom, she was like, why did you do that, Nikki? That was very, very, very stupid of you to do that. She goes, can you imagine if he had taken you or something had happened to you? She said, I'm going to tell your dad. And I said, please don't tell dad, because my dad would have he probably would have whooped me. Even at 16, he would have whooped me. So, and I told him, please don't tell dad, because dad will ground me or something. So she didn't tell my dad, and I never told my dad. Girl, what I just got on here, that is so creepy. I met this homeless granny once. She was like in her 60s, and it was something bad. Like, we kept on saying she didn't know where she was gonna sleep for the night, and I was tempted to let her sleep over, but she had slight mental issues. She kept on saying people tortured her. Girl, no. It's okay to like let them know where to go, but you should never ever bring in persons to your strangers to your own home, where your husband is, where your baby dwells, where you are, because you just never know what can happen. I know, but you never know. I mean, if somebody hears voices, what are those voices telling them to do? It's scary. People are scary. That wasn't the first time that happened. We were at a Chinese restaurant one night after our meeting. Like, I go to the Kingdom Hall, guys. Like, we learn about God's kingdom at the Kingdom Hall. People will call it a church, but we call it a Kingdom Hall. After our meeting at our Kingdom Hall, we all went to eat. A bunch of us went to go eat, and it was my mom, me, my husband, a bunch of us, and some friends at the Kingdom Hall. And I stepped outside after the bill was paid, and it was already like 11 o'clock, because that restaurant closed like 11:30, and I think it was 11:30 actually. It was really late, and I was standing there in a dress, like a nice dress though. I wasn't like dressed like provocative or anything, and I was just standing there waiting for my husband to walk out, and this guy out of that whole the whole like parking spot was empty, and I was just standing there outside. And except for my car, like, was parked like on the side, this car just comes and drives and parks right in front of me. And he's looking right at me, and he tells me to come on. And I'm like, who are you talking to? And then I realized he was telling me to come into his car. And I was like, no, I'm not like that. Somebody, because we used to live in an area where there was a lot of prostitutes. And my husband was going to the meeting. My husband was going to go to our Kingdom Hall to worship one night, and he was dressed in a suit and a tie, and he was at a stoplight right next to our Kingdom Hall. And when he was at the stoplight getting ready to turn, this lady came and knocked at the door, and he told me that he rolled down the window, and she was just like, "Sir," she said, "you want a good time for $50?" And he was like, "I don't do that," and he just sped off. And I'll tell you one more time, I was at that same area where the prostitutes and the pimps hang out, and I was driving, and I was at a stoplight, and you know how sometimes you just kind of drift into like this like hypnosis, kind of, sort of like you're just like staring off into space while you're waiting at the light. Well, I was looking like some people in the middle of the island, and come to find out, when one of them started turning to me, he started walking my way, and I said, no, 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 no. And I realized he was a male prostitute, and he was like thinking that I was staring at him for like work. I was like, oh my Lord. That was when I was young. That's good that you gave her some food. It was before my baby. Oh, that's good, because yeah, you don't ever want. We have to come property not messing with stuff. I got cameras. I told my wife to protect the kids by any means necessary. Oh, your poor hubby. I don't do that. First if I ever heard of a male offended by a prostitute. How noble. Oh no, my husband, he's a good husband. But he just told her, I mean, he wasn't mean, but he just told her, I don't do that. He goes, and he just like took off. My poor friend, oh my God. My friend, he told me, he's married too. He told me that when he went to go and do some work in another town, like he went to go to another town and do some work. I forget what he was doing. I think he was fixing a printer or something like that. Well, he was out there like an hour away, and he said, guys, this lady like asked me for a ride, right? He said, and she was like, I felt bad for her because she was asking for a ride. And I was like, she was like, please, can you give me a ride just over here to this next convenience store? And she was like, he was like, okay, that's fine. Well, like at the end, like when he was gonna drop her off, she goes, all right. She said, well, I can give you a discounted price. She said for a hand job. Oh my god, he was like out of my car. She told him she would. She said for the ride, she said she would give him a discounted price of $20 instead of $50 for a hand job. I said, Sean, that happened to you? Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. That's like terrible. Like that. Ugh. I was in Chicago last year and got a gun put. What? Because I blew my hair horn. Don't mess with the lizards. One, I don't mess with those with a lot of lizards. One, I'm married, and two, they could have this. They can be the psycho. Plus, they're gross, guys. I used to go and talk with a lady about the Bible in a prostitute lit area. Like she lived in an area where there was a lot of prostitutes and pimps. And what they would do, guys, is they would take mattresses and take them to the back of the woods. And guys, I was sitting there writing down like some things that were going like kind of like notes, jotting down some notes from my Bible study. And I looked up because my partner and me were there, my partner Rhonda, and she looked up and she goes, Nikki, that lady right there is just like taking off her bra and taking off her stuff right when we're here. And I looked up and there was a lady with her boobies just flying like this. Like, I mean, she was naked. She was walking into the woods with a guy. And I was like, oh my God. So I went and I tracked down a cop. I called the cops. I didn't track down a cop. I called the cops, but I went away. Like, I drove away from that territory and I called the cops and told them that people were back there in the woods, like doing nasty things. Guys, the next time I went to her, like a week and a half later, I went back to go and talk to my friend, to go and talk to this lady about the Bible. All that area was like cut down, like the trees were cut down in that area, and all the bed, there was like 10 beds, mattresses that were pulled up to the dumpster. It stunk, and the mattresses were like nasty, guys. I mean, the most nastiest mattresses that you soiled and like black with blood and nasty things. And it was disgusting. But um, I told my friend, I said, did did I do that? Did I do that? From the cop, like, did the cop come over here and like bulldoze, have this thing bulldozed? I thought that was so weird. Even the lady that I went and talked about the Bible, she told me, oh yeah, she said all of a sudden like these people came, she said, and came and bulldozed the trees down and got all the mattresses and stuff like that out of there and pulled them up to the front over here. And I was like, what? In that same area one time, I was driving with my husband's cousin, and I saw a pimp beat on his really beautiful prostitute like girl. Like he had a girl with him, but you could tell she was a prostitute, and he was beating her up. So I went again. I went around because I don't want them to see me calling the police. I called the police and gave him the description of the girl that was being beat up and of the guy. I don't know what happened. My the lady I went and talked to the Bible, she said, you probably got her in trouble. And I said, why? And she said, because maybe the pimp, like they went and talked to them about, and he probably said it was just a domestic dispute or something, and probably beat her up even more because of it. And I said, I can't just allow something like that to happen and not call the cops. Yeah, it was really bad. You didn't miss nothing. That's good, Kevin. Don't cheat on your wife. Your wife deserves. When you get married forever, and you are bound to that person, and you should never cheat on your wife or your husband because it's just not right. You made an oath under God and to each other to stay stick together. That's the problem with this world, is that they get like angry with each other, have a spat, and then they think that they're replaceable, or they go, oh, you know what? I don't think this is gonna work out, and they get divorced. And I'm like, if you break something like in half or something, you can fix things. You know what I mean? Like things can be fixed. Like you don't have to throw away always things. You know what I mean? Now some things are fixed beyond repair or cannot be fixed. You know, like let's say it fornication or adultery and stuff like that. Like the adultery. Like if my husband committed adultery on me, or you know what I mean, had sex out with somebody else, or was seeing somebody else other than me, that would be there. I would have to think about that really hard, because that would give me grounds for divorce, and I would not take that lightly, you know, because that's the ultimate betrayal. Peter Puck ASMR. Peter Puck ASMR. Yeah, cheating is a wrap, and that is true. Cheating is the ultimate betrayal. And I've told my husband, I said, I really I trust my husband. We've been together a really long time. And guys, we've been separated before. Like it hasn't been like all like rainbows and butterflies and paradise conditions. Like we've been excuse me, we've been separated. Like he lived in another town for like a month. We haven't been separated that long. But I had to come back. Like we moved to his town in Gonzales um back like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Might have been even longer than that. And I couldn't take it out there. Um his family didn't understand my panic disorder, and I wasn't able to get the help that I needed, like my medications that I take. The doctor there told me that I could get off all my medication for my anxieties and stuff, and I did. I did it cold turkey, and I started having really bad panic attacks. And out of nowhere, I would just have panic attacks, and I felt sick all the time. I was always at the hospital, and I just didn't. I could not handle being away from my family here in Texas, or not Texas, but when we were living here in Austin. Now we live in Pflugerville, but when we were living with my mom, I couldn't be away. I would have really bad panic disorder out there living away from my family. And his family didn't understand. They were like, just snap out of it, you know? Not his fam, not his like his aunt and uncle. They just didn't understand what I was dealing with. They thought I could just snap out of the problems that I had, but they didn't realize that I took a lot of medication to help me. So I said, I'm going back home. I don't know about you. I said, I hope you come with me. I said, but I'm going back to Austin. So I moved back, and he stayed because he didn't want to come back to Austin. He didn't want to. He's a country boy. But I told him, I said, I can't do it. I've done it for 6 months here. I said, I cannot do it any longer. I said, I'm getting sick here. And so after about a month, he came back. About 3 weeks later, he came back. But that was really hard. I mean, I knew we weren't going to get divorced, but I mean, and I still had this account. I would put money into the account. We still had our bank account and stuff. I mean, we were like married, but we were apart, and it was hard. Cheating is the death of the relationship. Adultery isn't just that it's kissing or even looking at another person. You're right. What does the Bible say? The Bible says that looking, even lusting after a person or wanting that person is adultery. You've committed it in your heart. So. Hi, Kitty. I just joined and we're watching the video from the start. Could you share one of the ad videos with your friend, the one that lived in Ecuador? Would be cool to see. Love your videos. Oh, yes. I'll share Rhonda's video. She's really pretty. Let me see if I can find one. I used to have it in my phone. I'm trying to remember. Rhonda Arms. I'm trying to see if I can find one of her videos. Let me see. She does a ton of commercials, but oh, here's one. This is my friend Rhonda. That's my friend Rhonda that lives in Ecuador. Well, they live in Turkey now. She's the one that does commercials. She does these commercials like that. And they bought all sorts of stuff to film these commercials in their home. They live in tiny apartments out in those places, and they're able to buy and go on trips a lot and do. They've been to Paris. They've lived in Japan. They've lived in Ecuador. They've lived in. Now they're living in Turkey, and they just do these videos that pay them like thousands of dollars, like four, like maybe $3,000, and they're able to live off of that money in these little places that don't cost a lot for like ever, and they're able to save their money to go on trips. Like they've been to Paris, they've been to Germany, they've been to Spain, they've been to um, they've been to Jerusalem, they've been to a bunch of places. I know how you feel about Edward Cullen. You've been to Japan? I've never been to Japan. It's a fictional character. He's a very chivalric vampire character. So dreamy. Look at you. My husband is playing video games right now. So you've been to Japan? Densky? That's neat. That's neat that you've been to Japan. I've only been to Mexico and then all of the places in the United. Well, no, I say that, but I have not. I've been to Minnesota. I've been to. Oh, thanks, Jessica. Oh, neat. You've been to Japan. Ogenki deski. Am I saying that right? Ogenski. Ogenki deski means how are you in Japanese. Ogenki deski. I saw a TikTok that said that the lower that you bow to somebody, the more respect you give them. Like if you bow to them like that in the Japanese culture, that's more, the lower you go is the more. Did you ever see the comment I wrote of me saying I thought it was funny that when you said you'd never been to Japan when you showed up your yes, I saw that. I laughed because I said this made in Japan, and then I said I've never been to Japan, kids. I was just letting y'all know just in case anybody was like, "You been to Japan?" And I was like, "No, I've never been to Japan. I've never been. I've been to a Japanese restaurant. Is that the same? I've been to Odaku Japanese restaurant. I don't think that's the same. Look at my hair, kittens. Look at it. It doesn't matter what I do. It's still frizzy. So sad. Yeah, I've been to Yakuska and Tokyo in the U.S. Navy. Oh, you went in the Navy. If I ever meet you, I'm gonna just bow super low. Not gonna even speak. I'm just gonna bow first and watch you bust out laughing. You live like in Corpus, right? I wait, not in Houston, I think. I need to go and visit. I need to go and visit you. I need to go and visit Lori Latte. And then there's Beach in ASMR that lives like in Georgetown. I need to go over there. Oh, I got a lot of places to go visit. Oh, and then there's Sabrina who lives in Tennessee. I need to go visit her too. My hair is just, I don't know. I remember you lived in Houston. But anyway, I'm wondering if I should do a video tonight. It's because it's getting late. I'm just wondering. Look what I got, kittens. Look, I'll show you. I got this thing. I got this. I don't want to show it to you because I might blind you, but this thing, like, it's like a. See? It does like, it's called a sunset thing. Oh, let me see. Put it back. It's called a sunset. I've been to Italy, Spain, Thailand, United Arab Emirates, and Singapore, plus 48 to 50 other states. What the heck? My husband's dad used to work in Iraq. He was a welder out there, and they used to, I think meet in Germany. Him and his wife, because his wife still lived in the States. They would meet, not Jeremy's mom, but Jeremy's stepmom. They would meet in Germany, like halfway point. Like he would fly to Germany and she would fly from the United States to Germany and they would meet there. I've been to every country in the world twice. What? No way. Planet Moolah? Really? You got that moolah to go there? Hello, beautiful. Your hair looks good. Oh, thank you. But did you have a hard time learning to drive? I'm just trying to learn. I'm so scared. So my dad taught me to drive when I was a little girl. Like I was like 12 and he would like start me learning and I didn't know how to drive. And then, but I couldn't learn with him because he would make me nervous and he would just get mad. So my mom tried to teach me, forget it. That didn't work. And then, they tried to teach me standard and that didn't work. I can only drive automatic. So then I went to a driving school. I went to Austin Driving School and they taught me to drive and I paid for that to go there. And, I was scared to get on the highway for the longest time. And then I was scared to drive over the overpass, like when the you know what I'm talking about, like that goes real high, like the overpass that goes real high up in the air. I was scared to drive those for the longest time. But then all of a sudden, it was just like I started to drive the elderly around in my congregation, and it was like I would drive slow and very cautious and very, um, I don't know. I kind of got over my fear. I remember when driver education was free in high school. That's when I went. I feel old. No, you're not old. I never got driver's education in high school. I had to go and pay. My dad and my mom paid for my driving. Look, I found this in one of my boxes. It's Paris Hilton. Does perfume get old? No, it smells okay. I don't know, but 1990s. Oh, I went to school in the 90s. Wait a minute. How old are you, Kevin? Oh, it does have an expiration date. Oh my God! So my the girl I go to work, the new girl that goes to work with me at my job, she smells really good, and I told her, what is that smell? I said, you smell good. I said, what kind of perfume is that? And she said that she buys her perfume from India or something like that, like from Persia or something. She said, she pulled out the bottle and she says, yeah, I only buy from like Persia. I was like, what? Or something like that. I have to ask her again, but she buys like these perfumes from like another country, and she says they're very very strong. Like the smells are real strong, but they smell good. And I know that they're not. I know that they're probably not cheap. You're 46. I'm 43. Well, I'll be 43 this year. When I learned to drive, the first driving instructor quit on me and said I was unteachable. Then told me the signs and the lights aren't suggestions. The bottle was pretty. It was like gold and like silver. I'll take a picture of it. You are too? That's my husband's age. He's 46. He gets scared all the time, guys. My husband does. Because he says, I'm getting old, babe. And I go, what do you mean you're getting old? What are you talking about? If you're old and I'm old, then I'm not old. And he says, I'm 46. He goes, I could have a stroke. And I'm like, well, we need to eat better then. I said, going to a buffet is not good. My first driver's ed teacher called me straight up dumb. You know what? My instructor passed me even though I didn't know how to do parallel. I was supposed to do the parallel, and I was backing up. I couldn't do it. I just kept going back and going front and going back. And he was like, "Go and turn the wheel." And I go, "But," I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing." And he goes, "Never mind." He said, "You don't need." He said, "Are you planning on living in downtown Austin?" I said, "No." And he says, "You don't need the parallel." He said, "You pass, okay?" I was like, "Oh, okay." You're 25. Your first friend turned 50. It freaked me out more than it did then. I started crying when I turned 25 years old. I thought I was like, I thought I was old. I thought I was gonna die already. I thought I was old enough to die. Like I felt like I was 80 already. Like, is this when I turned 25? I didn't cry when I was 16. I didn't cry when I was 18. I didn't cry when I was 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It was until 25 that I like broke down and I was like, I'm so old. I'm like, I'm 80 years old. I think I'm going to die now. My friend told me that when I turned in my 30s, she said, "Girl, it's all downhill from there." She goes, "Once you turn 30, it's going to be 40, 50, 60, 70." And I was like, "Okay." She goes, "Yep." She said, "Once you hit 30, that's it." And she was like 46 when she told me that. And she's right. When I turned 30, it's like it went quick. And then one day I'm like 30 and the next minute I'm like 40, 42 years old. I was like, "What?" I would give my right pinky to go back in time to be 25 years old. If I could go back in time to be 25 years old, I would give this pinky right here, cut it off. I would. That explains my views. They're mostly from 25 to 34 range. Is San Antonio your favorite city in Texas? San Antonio? No. I think my favorite city is probably Corpus Christi. You went from 18 to 25? I'm going to take this over here. I don't really want to do this, but I'm thinking I might have to take my makeup off. Because I was going to put that mask on. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. I was gonna do a video tonight, like Avon book flip, but I think it's too late to do that. I mean, it's already 10 o'clock, and I'm still doing this live, and it takes a while for me to get my stuff situated. See this, but I'm thinking about taking my makeup off because I was gonna do my face. I went for the navy. All right, guys, I have to get to bed. It's 11 here. I've been watching with one eye open the last 30 minutes. Aw, Angie, you're so sweet. You have a good night. Now you can close both eyes. Listen, put one of your favorite ASMRs on and go to sleep. That's what I do. When I go to sleep, I put on Sabrina's World, and I put both earbuds in, and I go to sleep like that. And I wake up, and it'll start irritating me because for some reason, like even her, it doesn't matter who it is. It's like it'll start irritating me because I'm already dead asleep, and then I'll have to take off my earbuds and go to bed. But that's how I go to sleep. Have a good night, Angie. The first ASMRs I ever watched. Okay, so sweet dream, guys. I always have put you on when I go to bed. Oh, good night, Angie. Have a good night. Have a good week. I hope your week is full of happiness and joy. I have to say, okay, so when I first started watching ASMR was not a thing on YouTube. Like when I first started watching YouTube, I was like, one day I thought, I could listen to like really relaxing stuff on here. So I started looking up feet videos. Well, guess what? I got a lot of fetish videos because feet videos are fetish videos, right? So I started like pulling up because I would look for feet videos where they would be squishing stuff because I like the squishy sound of the feet. Like I didn't care about the feet. Like the feet did not turn me on or make me get anything, sexually. I was just liking the sounds of the feet squish. Tomatoes or cake. I really love the cake squish. And or like bread. Oh, the bread squishing sounds. Ooh. But one day I thought, I really don't like looking at this stuff because it makes me feel weird. Because when I looked at the comments, people would say nasty things about the feet, and I would feel weird like being on those things. And then one day I said, guys, I don't like being on this because I don't get like turned on like you guys do with this stuff. I said, I'm just here for the sounds. I said, is there anything? I said that do y'all know of any what I could do? I said, or look up to be able to just listen to sound videos. And he goes, honey, you're thinking of ASMR. You're thinking of ASMR. He said, look up ASMR. That's where you need to be. I was like, ASMR? That person opened me up to the world that I know now, ASMR. That was like back in 2010. I looked up ASMR and I came across Heather Feather and something whispers. These are like early ASMR. And I started watching those videos first, like Heather Feather. There were some others. I can't remember the names, but those are good. As soon as I fall asleep, my wife hates it. Oh, that's fine. I started off looking up keyboard sounds. So I started looking up keyboard sounds after that because I was like, and then it turned into origami, like paper sounds, like origami. Speaking of origami, Kevin, I can make an origami video, like with paper, and do an origami and plastic sounds. I want to learn how to do origami. A smelly patas. That's what I'm saying. Hey, you must be Hispanic, Little Moon. Smelly patas. I didn't mean to look at the feet. It was just because they sounded so good when they were stomping on stuff. Oh, and then I started watching like people like with the click clock like high heels, and they would stomp on things, and oh my god, like some of the things they would stomp on would be so, it would just sound so nice. That was so weird, but I feel weird. Peruvian. Hey, we went by a Peruvian restaurant just now. I mean, earlier today. And I said, look at that, babe. I told my husband, I said, there's a Peruvian. We were passing, and I said, there's a Peruvian restaurant right there. I have to go there. What kind of food did they have there? Let me ask you this. What would you suggest for a new time person eating Peruvian food to get? Let me see what it's called. It was a Peruvian restaurant. It's called, what is it called? No. Brasas peruanas. Peruanas. Brasas peruanas. And it looks like they have like different foods, of Peruvian foods. Looks pretty good. Saltado. Lomo saltado is like a classic. It's a beef potato, onion stir fry. A lot of Peruvian food has some Japanese influence because of their history. Oh, my favorite is people using their fingernails on chalkboard. Look at people stomping grapes into wine. Oh my God, did you ever see that video where the lady is doing a news report and she's stomping on grapes for the news report? Like she's stomping, stomping. And the news reporter and the lady she's interviewing are doing like a race. They're like racing. And the lady stops. One of the ladies stops, but she keeps going. Like the reporter keeps going and keeps stomping. All of a sudden she falls off, and she falls off onto the ground. And she's like, oh. But it's like the way that happens is not funny. It's not funny because she really hurt herself. But it's the way that she sounds after she hits the floor. I don't know. That's a crazy video. I don't know if you've ever seen that. She's like stomping. It's called Reporter Grapes blooper. Let me see. Reporter Grapes stomping fall. I should not be laughing at this, but it's the way she falls. Look. It's this lady right here is gonna fall. I feel sorry for her. Why am I laughing? I'm going to go somewhere bad. The way that they act too, they're like, oh no, she's actually hurt there. Of course she's hurt. She probably like broke a rib or something. You made me think about that video. The grape lady fall. It's because she was cheating. That's why she fell. She told her to stop, and then she kept going. She wanted to win. I had to take my makeup off because I was gonna do. I like the news clip. Hide your kids, hide your wife. But I like it when they make a video out of that one. You remember that? Hide your kids, hide your wife. No, the one that's even funnier than that was the one where she goes, I like a cold pop. Cold pop. Hold up. Pop. I try to find it. Here it is. The describes her horrifying experience when she first realized the cold pop lady. Well, I woke up to go give me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I'm fighting for my life. Then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. They still quote that at my job. When somebody does something, Monica, my one of my coworkers will go, "Ain't nobody got time for that, girl." What the Nick? No, there's another one that's funny, guys. Y'all gotta watch this one. The crispy bacon one. Have you seen that one? Oh my god. The reporter that can't hold it because he just oh wait, Chris P. Bacon, news anchor. That one's funny. Oh, hold on. That one's you can't hardly hear that one. I wonder why you can't watch it. I probably could, guys. I probably could get in trouble for playing those. But they're like bloopers. Like if I was playing music, I would probably be more like scared. But those are like old like bloopers and stuff like that. Music would get in trouble. I don't think I've ever gotten demonetized by anything. I guess I should stop. Another good one is the Gay Mount Everest video. Oh my god, poor newsman. The Gay Mount Everest? The Gay Mount Everest? I just have to see. Hold on. The Gay Mount Everest. There's news bloopers. I swear to you, I can watch news bloopers and cat videos forever and just howl laughing. Gay Mount Everest.
Right after the break, we're going to interview Eric Weihenmayer, who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. But he's gay. He's blind.
Why would she say that? Why would she say that? But he's gay. He's blind. Where did she even get that? That she's gay. Those bloopers are funny. News bloopers and cat videos are like hilarious. The cat videos, the dog video, but mainly cat videos. Oh my god. Like cat bloopers. Have you ever seen the cats that are like wiggling like this? Like they're gonna jump onto like another counter or something like that. And then they go that you think they're gonna make it, right? And then they go boop, they fall right into the ground. They crash and fall. Those are funny. Another good one is my reaction. I don't know. Watch the San Francisco news clip. Dang bang. Probably the San Francisco news clip. The San Francisco news clip. Y'all are making me want to watch these because I watch let me see. San Francisco news. You're fired. Donald Trump, you're fired. And then he tried to label that. I was like, oh, no way. Donald Trump makes me laugh. Remember what he did? Like he created a riot at the Capitol. I'm gonna chew another piece of gum. Now listen, guys. If y'all are sleepy and need to go to bed, go to bed. You won't hurt my feelings. Famous one about the news anchor from LA who was talking about some guy who wanted by the cops, and the sketch of the person looked exactly like him. I've been in that one. Scarlett takes a tumble. Let me see. Don't do it, Scarlett. Something bad's gonna happen to poor Scarlett.
Maybe in time you can win me back. But right now, me and you are through. Maybe we can't be together.
Well, that poor girl. She really. That's terrible though. Like that poor lady. My husband showed me one that was horrible, but I couldn't help but laugh. It's this like really big girl. She's probably like 400, 350 pound girl on a pole, a dance pole, and she's like going around and around the pole, and then it switches to like a rotisserie chicken, and it's getting darker and darker. I told my husband, really? I thought that's terrible. Tosh Point O had on that show after. She was laughing at herself. Oh, good. I'm glad. Because I was worried about her because she really did take a fall. It was the Asian airplane that's crashed and the reporter read a fake set of names. That's terrible. The little girl who farted and got embarrassed and was like, who's that? I think what's cute is the one where the mom says, she's telling the little girl that they have to take a test, like a urine test. And the little girl goes, she's like all smiles and then she goes, we have to taste it? Have y'all seen that one? The urine, it's a TikTok video. She's like, she's like probably like 5 or 6. She's like, we have to taste it? She's telling her that we have to take a urine test. And she shows her the little cup. And she goes, we have to taste it. I watch so many bloopers. All right, guys. I think that it's time to go to bed. I took my makeup off. I hope that y'all liked this video. I hope it was relaxing. Tomorrow I'm gonna work on doing an Avon flip through, and I'll try to do a live on Wednesday night. It's time to go to bed though. It's already 10:26. I still have to wash my face and stuff, but I'm gonna do this face mask right here. That's why I do it, guys. I do this so that way I can give y'all company. So I know sometimes they live alone in their apartments or they're introverted and stuff like that. So I do these lives so that way it gives y'all some kind of company. You know what I mean? And just hang out with you guys and just talk to you. So I hope that you enjoyed my company. I hope I was relaxing and, kept your attention. I'm going to take off all my jewelries now. And I hope that everybody has a really, really good night and a really, really good week. I love you all. And let me go down some people here. Lilith Moon, Bubba One, Kevin's Trucking ASMR, Peter Pocket ASMR, and all those that are probably not on anymore, but still, I want to say goodnight. Plana Mula, Zen's ASMR, Peter Pocket ASMR. Have a good night, guys. I love you all. And until next time, ciao. Oh, Bubble One too. Bubbles. Have a good night.